So this is day 4 of my bowel detox. I took 2 more tablets last night. Of the At some point I will share this. I'm not totally sure on what the deal is with sharing information about products on YouTube at the moment. So I will share this at some point if I think I'm actually allowed to do it, but or I find out that I'm allowed to do it. But yeah, I mean, I've taken 2 more capsules, so it's a total of 8 capsules, and I've noticed this morning that first off, it started off, and I had a kind of solid movement. It was a bit kind of like rocky and not very fluid, and then after that, all hell broke loose, and I've sort of had liquidy stools all day. I've been more than 3 to 5 times. I've been at least 7 or 8 times. Most of it's been gas, and it's been like literally like Mount Vesuvius down there, and also within my gut. But I haven't. Interestingly enough, I haven't felt like I have done with a lot of bowel cleanses, where I felt particularly ill, or it's felt sore. Or it's really made me feel kind of my intestinal tract feel rather ill. It hasn't actually done that. The one thing that I have had is queasiness with regard to eating fruits, vegetables, and things like that. I think I'm having a bit of indigestion now, actually, where I'm wanting to eat more because I know that I'll get hungry later on, but not feeling like I can, in a sense. But yeah, I mean, that kind of sickness, it's almost like I've kind of got to my tolerance of eating the fruits and stuff that I'm eating, and part of me's getting a little bit fed up. I don't have a dramatically sweet tooth, although I do have a lot of smoothies. I'm actually more of a savoury type of person. I like savoury foods a lot more, salty foods. They generally tend to me to be more what I like to eat, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, with that today, I mean, there's also the emotional side of things. Well, obviously, with regard to like headaches and stuff like that, it's not so bad at the moment. But when you're kind of feeling, it's a really odd kind of hunger. Because it's a really kind of it's almost like a deep kind of hunger, where you're not just hungry, you're really hungry, and it's kind of difficult to deal with, actually, because it's something that I would get normally if I was hungry, and then it would be satisfied by the foods that I ate, and I normally eat large volumes of food. But this is kind of different, because you're getting full, but then literally about a couple of hours later, or an hour and a half later, you're hungry again. So yes, that's an interesting response for me. That's an interesting one, because obviously I wanted to eat more at the time, but maybe I'd be better off doing stage release. And actually, I have read that you can do that if you maybe don't feel like you can eat as much as that, and it makes you feel sick or whatever. You can just kind of stage release through the day. So it might be one of the things that I might try next, and see how that goes, and just eat a bit of fruit when I'm feeling hungry. But yeah, so some fairly interesting things happening today. I'm going to reduce my dosage tomorrow to 6 tablets, and see how that goes. I only increased it because of the I didn't have many. I had about 1 bowel movement yesterday, so I wanted to increase it to see if I could get the bowel movements up. I found there's been a bit of cramping in the mornings when I wake up. I think it's because I'm not drinking enough water, and I'm not hydrated enough when I'm actually taking the tablets. So I'm going to increase my water intake and actually drink the 8 ounces rather than like the 2 to 3. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, it's going pretty well. Apart from the fact I'm kind of it's interesting the food you crave as well, when you're kind of in that sort of state where you're eating one particular food. But yeah, apart from that, it's going pretty well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.